L'kavod Shabbos Kodesh, L'kavod Yom Yerushalayim, L'kavod Shavuos. We are just continuing on. We are running. We are yearning, and we're also steady. We are also stable. We're trying to be stable. So, Tefillah b'Shem Kol Yisrael for Pesach Reuben ben Yosef Sarah, Bercha Bas Yehudis, Miriam Doda Bas Chani Ucheved, Yonah Bas Basia, Shir Bas Basia, Sanar Reuben ben Mani, and every neshama in Klal Yisrael, the Izrat Hashem. Michael, let's fire it up. Study of halacha. Let the pathways of the intellect be truly open to me, to us, and bring us to attain wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Help us devote ourselves to your Torah in the proper way and give us the ability to clarify Torah law so that in case we will come to the right decision, help us study the law codes. Help us study halacha. Ribbana Shaylam. Let's fire it up. Okay, part 2, halacha. Halacha l'maisa. Chelek Gimel. Siman Gimel. Right, but this is part 2 of the second halacha. So
what are we learning, Jack?
You're learning laws governing putting on one's garments in the morning and proper bearing. But the first halacha that we went over is that we shouldn't try to emulate, to copy I would say non-Jews, people outside the Jewish people, right? Try to get their hairstyles, the same clothes, nicer clothing, right? Like them. We should be our own. We should be our own people. Now, expanding off the beginning, here we go. A person.
The sefer is
what?
The safe. What's the sefer?
Kitzur Shulchan Aruch.
Okay.
Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Amazing, amazing, amazing. A person should not wear an article of clothing that is designated by other nations to convey haughtiness. Such a garment worn by dignitaries. An example of this case is mentioned in the Gemara that it is forbidden for a Jew to imitate them, even with regard to the type of shoelaces that one wears. Maybe I'm in trouble. I wore red shoelaces today. You know, the new basketball shoes. This means that if the manner of other nations was to tie it one way, and the manner of the Jews was to tie it another way, and the Jewish, or if there was a custom to wear red laces, red laces in the halacha, and the Jewish custom to wear black ones, since wearing black is a mark of humility, self-effacement, and modesty, then it is forbidden for a Jew to change his custom to that of the other nations. Gewalt, right? We tie our shoes differently, right? We go right, left, right, and I guess the red shoelaces are a no-no, but maybe I should switch them out.
You have to understand what is now makubal as a Jew to wear, right?
Right. Colors. Bring everyone in. From this example, each person can learn to apply according to his own place and time. Right. So the basketball court, maybe it's okay to wear the red shoelaces. I don't know. That any garment designed to convey haughtiness or modesty should not be fashioned, meaning worn by a Jew. Rather, his garments should be fashioned such as they bespeak submission to Hashem, self-effacement, and modesty. All right, honestly, we'll do part 3 tomorrow. Bezrat Hashem, part 3. I gotta. All right, Geschmack. All right, we're moving on. Sichot Haran 52, and we just got to hear Hashem's call. We got to see the signs. We gotta be an expert in sign language. That is the key of this world. Mamish. Rabbi Nachman starts out the Sicha quoting a pasuk in Yeshayahu. The whole earth is filled with his glory. Hashem's glory cries out from all things, right? Signs, sign language. Are our eyes open? Even the stories of all nations ring with Hashem's glory. This is the meaning of the verse, right? And to Tehillim, let the nations tell of his glory. It is even reflected in their tales. Hashem's glory also always cries out, calling you to come close to him. For Hashem, with all of his love and mercy, wants you to be close. Right? Sometimes in the middle of your prayers, you become inflamed and the words flow from your lips with burning devotion to Chaver. This is where we need to understand where this is coming from. At this time, at that specific moment, when Michael is on fire, he's on fire in Jerusalem. Hashem's own light is inside of you at that moment. I mean, it's always inside of us, beaconing you to draw near to him. right? So when we have that fire, when we have that inspiration, what is it really telling us? Draw close to Hashem. See Hashem. Seek Hashem. Elevate higher. This arousal is a spark of Hashem's own essence. We also know it is written in Devarim, He is your praise, He is your God. Hashem himself is in your praise and prayer, and at times you pray right in front of Hashem. And sometimes when Hashem withdraws and is far off, or we may feel like he's far off, you must still pray to him. We have to force ourselves to pray no matter what. No matter what. Rabbi Nachman points out, maybe it's right here, maybe it's in front of the eyes, right? We're seeing it right here where we need to force ourselves to pray, even when we're not feeling like it. It's sort of like the smile, right? Even when you don't want to smile, you force that smile, and what happens? That smile becomes genuine, right? Gewalt. You must literally throw your prayers towards Hashem from afar. And where do we see this? Chavra, where do we see this? From the Zohar. The Zohar states, happy is the man, ashrei to the person who knows how to throw arrows. So I guess this is the literal meaning, right? I mean, obviously the depth of this of the statement from the Zohar. I mean, we can't even begin to understand what it really means. But dafka, when we feel far from Hashem, even when our words, right, we're not aflamed, we're not on fire, we're not a walking bonfire, yet we still throw, yet we still pray, yet we still try to come closer, yet we still learn, even when we're not feeling the learning. Even if we're not learning with asmada, we throw arrows, right? Where the arrows, I guess they're called arrows, that game.
Thoughts.
Yes, exactly, Gewalt, right? We just got to be experts in that, experts. These are the prayers that must be thrown towards Hashem. So maybe dafka, those prayers, when we're far, are really the closest, are really the highest types of prayers. Chavra, we have to know. When we have this arousal, where is it coming from? And how can we use it to our advantage? Says Rav Ari Rosenfeld that when we have this sudden hisorus, when we have this sudden awakening, desire to come closer to Hashem, at that moment, we are struck with a lightning, with a wake-up call from Hashem. Come closer to me. Come closer to me. And what happens during that time? There's an opportunity to take it. There's an opportunity to step inside. Right? I was just meeting with a friend today, and we were talking about Zos Chanukah, and then we'll bring it home and we'll unmute everyone. Right? Zos Chanukah. I think in Ramaylik Biederman's packets, with all the Torah, with everything, all the beautiful stuff, there is a mushal, there was a story, right? There was I guess something just describing the potency, the awesomeness of the day, the powers of the day. And it's written in the packet that on Zos Chanukah, I think the Rishner says this. The Rishner says that imagine we're in an elevator. This is what Zos Chanukah is. We go and we have access to the 100th floor, the top floor of the building, the Empire State Building, but in this case, the top floor in Deloitte, which is 100 floors. We all know it's 100 floors. And on Zos Chanukah, we press the button. We press the button to 100. We're ready to go to the highest places, the highest heights. And when we get to the 100th floor, the doors open. You hear the bell, the little ring, like you're at the door, you're there. Step out. And what's happening on Zos Chanukah? Hashem is saying, step out of the elevator. It's so easy. Just one step and you're there. You're on the floor. You're ready to work. You're ready to be tzvekas. But the problem is that we don't step out. The problem is that we don't take that opportunity. Chas v'shalom. Chavra, when we feel that fire, when we feel that flash of inspiration, let's try to be like the Jews and mamish, take it with chipazon, take it with hastiness, run after it, toil over it. And Bezrat Hashem will come closer to Hashem, will be more tzvekas Hashem, rise to higher heights. Gewalt. Questions, comments, please feel free. I don't know. I guess it's the Pesach energy. Michael's the Pesach energy.
It's insane.
We're just trying. We're just trying over here. And also, I don't know the words, maybe backwards. I know it's not backwards, but I'm just playing on the bit. My background. Michael, basically the first time.
It says, a Yid can sell slivers of wood and earn his parnasa that way. Anyway.
I have these WhatsApp stories from Ramallah, and I screenshot all of them, started using them, and the first day, my backgrounds are messed up on Zoom. I don't know if your backgrounds are messed up, but every background that I put on, it's backwards. I guess you're able to read it, but I figured that out that day, so I'm just playing on with the bit. I'm just saying, anyways.
No, it looks normal to me. To me, it looks normal.
Amazing. Michael,
like a mirror.
Comments, or we're just on fire. We're just on fire.
Just on fire. When are you coming?
Bezrat Hashem, I'm leaving to the airport in a couple of hours, and I'm not packed, so we have to run. We have to run and pack.
You have to run. You have to do bechipazon.
See you in the Holy Land, brother. You're the best.
See you soon.
In regards to the
superstar.